Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it, and I hope you're all doing very, very well. Sagittarius, this is going to be a reading to see what you got going on and the messages that needs to come through for you from Spirit. Now, Sagittarius, on to your reading. Let's see what you got going on. Sagittarius, I'm picking up for some of you, there is this Empress energy around you. For some of you, there's a focus on your mother. For others of you, there's a focus on creativity. There's also a focus on expansion, growth. For some of you, this is around pregnancy. You're expanding your family. For some of you, this was planned. For some of you, this was not planned, but it's happening. Okay? Congratulations. There may be some concerns about moving forward because there's things that are unknown, or things aren't quite laid out, or things are going differently as planned or anticipated. But let's see what messages need to come through for you. Spirit, what do Sagittarius need to know? What do all the Sagittarius need to know about what's going on with Sagittarius? This is a timeless read, so it applies for whenever you're viewing it, Sagittarius. What's going on for the sign of Sagittarius? What do the Sagittarius need to know about? I also feel, Sagittarius, you're focusing on being more positive, or you are in a more positive space. For some of you, you're focused on having more clarity. For some of you, you may be having issues with vitality, where your energy may be low, where you may be tired. But I also feel that you are either experiencing optimism or trying to remain optimistic. So let's see what messages need to come through for you. I'm going to be using a Celtic cross. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know about right now? What's going on with Sagittarius? What's at the center for Sagittarius? Give me a Celtic cross. What's going on with Sagittarius? What's going on with all the Sagittarius out there? What does Sagittarius need to know about? Again, this is a timeless reading. It applies to you whenever you're viewing it. This could be about you, someone you know. This could be coming up. This could be where you are right now. This could be something you're coming out of. But we'll see what Spirit has to say to you. This could be something you wanted to know about, or something you need to know about. Either way, you need to know. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what messages are coming through for you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's make sure you guys can see this. I'm also hearing money, 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 money. Some of you waiting or looking for money to change you, or for money to come in so you can make some changes. Money is a focus for sure. Thank you, Spirit, for some of you. All right, let's get into this. At the bottom, you do have possibilities. This is one of the extra cards in this deck. So you focus on the possibilities. what can be done, what the options can be, how many options are there. This is that optimistic energy that I was picking up, or there need to be optimistic. Perhaps you're looking for the possibilities on how things can be done, or you may be trying to find those possibilities. You could be finding the possibilities, but definitely you're looking for them or you're needing to. But you're focused on the possibilities, and I love it. You have the star underneath that. So this is Aquarian energy. So this is having that hope, having that optimism with the energy of the star. This is focusing on healing. There may be things you're looking to heal, or that's needing healing, or you're experiencing healing here. You may also be focusing on how you can be innovative about creating possibilities with this energy. But this is having inspiration, or keeping inspiration, focusing on how you can have a renewal, or how you can freshen things up, or how you can maintain, or how you can improve it with the possibilities and the star. There may be something you're wishing for, okay? But this is also saying with the star, you may be focusing on trying to make sure that you have everything that you need in every possible way that you can go about ensuring doing that and making that to be true for you. So this is nice. Where can we put this? Let's get this over here, okay? So your energy and attitude, let's start there, is the Seven of Pentacles. So this rabbit looks sleepy. Like this rabbit is sleep, if you will. The Seven of Pentacles here is your energy. I feel like you're just focusing on wanting to rest. You're you're taking a pause here. You're resting and you're taking a pause. Whatever you've been working on, you're taking a step back. You may not be putting much energy and effort into things, or you may be lacking the energy and the effort to work on things because you could be tired, or you just need to be able to get grounded and regroup here. Remember, I said I felt like there's that energy of low vitality here, and we're seeing that here with the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is also asking you to perhaps rest, to take a pause as well with what you're working on, or with what you're about to work on. You may not be tending too much here with the Seven of Pentacles. You could be waiting to the point that you're nodding out. There may be some boredom you could be experiencing, but this really feels like a need to rest, or just a lot of low energy right now. Okay? There may be a need to be interested in assessing and evaluating your money or work and plans here that you may not be showing a whole lot of interest towards. Now, your current situation is the Three of Wands. Look at that. Looking out, looking forward. This Three of Wands feels like you're waiting for something to come in. You're waiting to see a sign here with this Three of Wands. You could be exploring your options. You could be focused on having some foresight with the situation, or with your plans, or your creativity, or what it is that you want to see come together. There could be some external factors, or you could be having a focus on others here. You have, there's like a pausing here. There's three wands, but then there's three birds up in the air. So there might be a few things up in the air that has you pausing, or some things up in the air that you're waiting for some sort of sign, some sort of action to happen behind it in order for you to know about going forward, how you will go forward, or how it's going to look like going forward here. It's just this energy of things feeling like it's a little up in the air. There may be some conversations, or there may be a need for some conversations here with this Three of Wands energy, but it feels like You want to be able to move forward with your plans, but you need more information, or you need communication, or you need to see something, or you need to be able to get a good sense, a good handle on how to move forward or how to get progress here. Now, for some of you, you are approaching seeing some sort of sign of progress. You are getting this communication here. You are seeing seeing something come in that you've been waiting for or looking for here. What's crossing that is the Queen of Swords. So this is the crossing energy. For some of you, you could be waiting to hear from a Queen of Swords that you are wanting that communication from in order to move forward, in order to see some progress here, in order to see movement with your plan, in order to create what it is that you want to see happen here, maybe involving this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is also saying that as a crossing energy, this is air energy, so this is around not only communication, but this is also around your thinking, your plans, your ability to, get a handle on your emotions, to detach from your emotions, and to focus on being rational. Here with the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords is also saying that there may be the challenge with the logic around something, or the ability to cut something out, or the ability to influence something through your communication, or have the influence you want through the plans that you're making. But with the Queen of Swords here crossing that energy, there's a need for you to be clear-minded and have clear objectives, to cut out the things that aren't serving you at this time with what you are trying to see progress with. But also, this is about straightforward communication, cutting to the chase, right? To get the answers that you need for whatever it is that you need to be able to get some sort of follow through, I'm hearing. So with the Queen of Swords crossing you, this may be that information, that news, that idea, that plan, that communication, where you are seeing something or someone have something to do with your ability to see a possibility with something here, that allows you to act on your plans, or see more progress with your plan, or see some sign that forward movement is happening here. Now, the root cause of all of this is the Ten of Pentacles. So money definitely is a factor for some of you. For others of you, this is around your stability. This could also have to do with family matters here, or it's all of those things. Family matters, your stability, your security, your money, okay? This is you looking to have some attainment, or you're looking to maintain or sustain in a physical sense, or in a material sense, or in a money sense. But definitely where your family is concerned, your money is concerned, with this Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles is also saying that security is definitely very much at the forefront here. You may be looking to see what you can establish, perhaps with this Queen of Swords, or through whatever plans you can come up with, or maybe see what you can cut out, or maybe even put off, in order for you to see progress and forward movement with what you need to have come together and work out for you. You may have several things happening all at once, or you just need to keep things together. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Ten of Wands. Now, with this Ten of Wands in the past, you may have been burdened, but it's behind you now. Okay, you've been able to release a burden in the recent past with this Ten of Wands. This Ten of Wands is also saying this is you exhausted perhaps in the recent past. This perhaps may even be that you needed to retreat regarding something. Okay, you may not have had the energy to bring forth that cunning, wit, and cleverness to whatever you were carrying. But this is you just letting that all go because it's too much to do or to deal with, or something has happened that has allowed you to be able to release it or lay it down. But definitely it feels like exhaustion here, okay? Because the wands are a little scattered, so things may be a little scattered with your responsibilities here. So you may be exhausted with those responsibilities. There may be something in particular, at least one thing in particular, that has you emotional with this wand kind of on the ground and in the water. So something may have particularly affected you emotionally that caused this exhaustion, on top of you carrying a lot of responsibilities. But this is in the past. You were able to lay a burden down, or at least lay a burden down, or get some rest from something that was a burden or could have felt overwhelming. Perhaps you were able to have the cleverness and cunningness to figure out what you could do in a recent past that allowed you to experience some release from what you were carrying. Your goal is strength, so you could be involved with or dealing with a Leo. So with strength here, it's a major arcana. Strength is talking about your goal is to have courage. Your goal is to have fortitude. Your goal is to have self-control. Your goal is to have power, to have balance, right? Your goal is to forge ahead. This may even be you having inner strength here. Okay, this is talking about you doing everything you can to keep things balanced. With strength here, this tells me that the devil energy is around you, or there is some air of restriction, some air of temptation, maybe even some obsession. Because strength is having that inner strength to be able to withstand or to push through, okay, to have power over the things that you're dealing with that requires that raw strength to do it. This is a time where you may be trying to balance your ego, and so if you've lacked strength, this is the time to give thanks and find strength and courage in what you're dealing with and stay motivated. I also feel with strength here, this is you determined to stay motivated is the goal, determined to be resilient, determined to tame the situation. I feel that something may come up, or has come up all of a sudden here. It could be more than one thing, but there's at least one thing in particular that could be or is showing up as problematic. As you see this snake, and there's a need to deal and address. And so you're showing courage and strength in the face of dealing with this issue that is showing up that feels threatening or possibly even dangerous, or that could disrupt your security or make you cower towards. In the future, you do have the Two of Pentacles. I like this. The Two of Pentacles is saying you're juggling. This is you focusing on how to adapt, how to balance what's going on. This may be you receiving that balance you needed with money, or your ability to make necessary changes in a practical way that allows for balance. This is you being able to take and have responsibility over what you're juggling and create stability around it. Okay, this is you getting grounded, finding some balance with whatever needed to change, or whatever you needed to make a practical decision with, or whatever was the focus that you saw there was a need to take responsibility and balance with this Two of Pentacles in the future. Now, you have with this Two of Pentacles here and the Seven of Pentacles being you, what that tells me is one, you're focused on, or there's going to be a need to, or you are looking at how to be resourceful here when it has to do with things of value, your money, your circumstances, and how you can gain. You may be finding yourself needing to do something on your own, or you may be tired of doing this and finding that you keep having to do this. Also, with this energy here, this is also speaking to there's some sort of lack, there's some sort of negative circumstances that's going on around you that you are looking to change, or that you may be tired of dealing with or experiencing, or that you are seeing the changes that's allowing you or getting you to this place of stability or the ability to maintain, or it's through family that you're able to get the support you need to stay strong here, which is your goal. I feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's important for you not to freak out, okay, as you focus on the way to move forward. Now, I also feel the Seven of Pentacles is saying that you're waiting for a harvest. There's something you're waiting to cash in on. For some of you, the wait is over because you are able to cash in on something that allows you to experience some rest for a time. Now, what's going on around you is this Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups going on around you, this is speaking to your feelings and your emotions here. You can see the squirrel is kind of resting and chilling. So there could be a little bit of overindulgence with the Nine of Cups. But the Nine of Cups is saying that what's going on around you is this air of contentment and comfort here. There's some happiness, or at least some satisfaction that's going on around you here with this Nine of Cups. I feel like all is well, or all will be well. Now, the Nine of Cups could be saying that is your focus, that you are intending to attract what you need, either through family or by being aware of your emotions with this Queen of Swords, to be able to look forward with this Three of Wands and focus instead on the possibilities, despite what you could be experiencing or dealing with and going through, where you need to have strength. But this is happiness here, perhaps even some wish fulfillment to some extent, to some satisfactory extent, right? Now, your hopes and fears is the Ten of Cups. So definitely family is important here, and completion is happening. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, this is definitely talking about family, talking about your stability, your security, your family matters. Okay, this could be to do with work. This could be with what you need to restore or establish or maintain, but definitely to experience fulfillment here. And so with the Ten of Cups here, the Ten of Cups, you're hoping to have fulfillment. You're hoping to make sure you're able to take care of your family with this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is also saying that there's a measure of happiness that you're capable of reaching or having here. Your concern is not being able to see that, not being able to realize or experience that. Okay, experiencing the lack of fulfillment. But with the Ten of Cups here, I feel like this is you hoping for fulfillment. You're hoping for happiness. You're hoping for whatever possibilities you're focused on to see the healing that you want here, or to remain optimistic, or through you being optimistic about the possibilities. You know, looking at other ways to do things, or being hopeful that there is other ways to do things. That this is, you know, you being able to endure you being able to overcome and persevere, even if you feel a little wounded or experiencing some sort of a setback. And it may be through your ability to get commitment through the Lovers. But also there's an important need to make sound decisions here for whatever the solution needs to be for you at this time. And so the likely outcome for you is the Tower. Whoa, we will need to clarify that, won't we? So the Tower is saying that something happens all of a sudden. There's a sudden abrupt change that is happening. For some of you, this could be shocking. For some of you, there's some sort of a realization. For others of you, this could be a reset to your circumstances that you were looking forward to and trying to figure out, trying to get some logic around this or some communication here. But the Tower is saying, this is you wanting to avoid an uncomfortable event. This may be you dealing with some uncomfortable events. But let's take a look and clarify that Tower energy, because the Tower is also saying either way, it has an energy of being shocking as well as difficult. So let's take a look at this Tower. Spirit, can you see these cards, everybody? Everybody. Clarify the Tower. What is this energy of the Tower bringing in? What is the energy that the Tower is bringing in? Spirit, clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower. There may be a lot of communication going on too. I see all the birds. You could be trying to get a realization, an epiphany. This may be you working to make the abrupt change. The Tower energy you could be involved with or dealing with a Scorpio. With all the birds here, you may be trying to make as many connections as possible to create the sudden change that you want, or to avoid a negative change or address a negative change here. There could be a lot of talk about something shocking. But this Tower is as a result of your Three of Wands energy and your ability to look forward, or perhaps have some foresight with, or perhaps this is through your exploration, you trying to explore, because these birds are flying around while the lightning strikes, right? So this is like being on the move while shit is happening to get to cover, right? Or needing to switch things up because whatever covering you have is taking a hit, and you're needing to recalibrate, right? So let's take a look at the Tower. Taking a look at the Tower. What's going on with the Tower? Okay, clarify this Tower energy, please. Thank you. Okay, on the Tower, you do have this Eight of Cups. Okay, and underneath that is the Moon. So with the Moon energy, there could be some dealings with a Cancer individual. Sorry about that. Make sure these cards are in the shot. Maybe something's coming into focus suddenly, or needs to. But with the Moon energy here, you could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces. But if you take a look with this Moon energy, this squirrel looks peaceful and content. So it looks like this is about you paying attention to your dreams or your instincts or your intuition. Here, this is you being able to make use of those abilities to be able to get clarity, to be able to calm your emotions here, and get some sort of peace with something that may have started out feeling disruptive or unsettling, or where there could have been some uncertainty, because this squirrel doesn't look like they give a care, right? They're like chilling. There's if any emotions, there's a content, peaceful emotions here, and you have like this crescent moon. So I feel like you are protected, or you find a way to protect, or uncover what you need to, or you use your imagination, right? And so with the Eight of Cups here, there may be something that there was some unfulfillment energy here, some unfulfillment, and there was a need to find a way to get some fulfillment here. So you either had to abandon something suddenly, or you're able to move on from what's no longer serving you, where you creatively find a way to suddenly change the circumstance, or you do something, or you realize something, or something suddenly happens that allows you to move on. So this could be through family with the cups energy here, or this may be through your ability to feel out a situation that had you feeling in the dark, that may have been uncomfortable, or that perhaps you may have avoided because you were able to sense something, or you acted quickly. But I see that this sudden change looks like it's allowing you to be able to move on from something, or to avoid something here through your quick action that you got going on. So let's take a look at what some guidance is here for you. It's like you're able to move away from a disaster or avoid it. Okay. It's like you quickly regroup. What's some guidance for Sagittarius here? Okay. What's a message for Sagittarius with these energies, please? So it's like you realize the possibility. You find it. So if you quest for the possibility, you will get the possibility. Okay. I must say, thank you, Spirit, for a small portion of you. This Tower and Eight of Cups is saying that there is an ability for you to move on from something, whether it's just simply emotionally, or through your ability to get help with family, or your creativity here that comes into play. But you're going to have to stay grounded and have control of your emotions, and use this Queen of Swords energy to detach from your emotions that could get in the way from your ability to get a realization here, or to create the sudden change that may be needed, and or avoid a situation, or suddenly change it. Okay, whether you are able to come up with it unexpectedly, or it's because you have to deal with something unexpectedly. The Queen of Swords energy is asking you to be rational, to detach from your emotions, or perhaps there's a need to communicate with someone that's in the Queen of Swords energy that could be of assistance to you. You do have the Three of Wands, so this may be calling for someone else or others to be involved with your ability to see this progress, and you getting the realization or the epiphany of who that could actually be. It may be shocking to learn that some people that you thought you could turn to, or should be able to address your situation and see some support, you may get some shocking revelations here that cause you to have to move on, or you decide to move on from, or abandon, because you need to move away from this. And that's the goal, is to stay strong and determined and resilient so that you can get what you want here. And now you have the Chameleon. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation, rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Okay, so this may just be something you have to just move on from, especially if it's not yours, or if you can't do anything about it, or there's something different that needs to happen other than what you'd like. With the Chameleon here, this is saying that because the chameleon can change, and change suddenly to its environment, and adapt to its environment. And I see that's what you're doing here, is adapting to your environment. So be the chameleon and stay in the background by seeing how to adapt. If there's a way to be behind the scenes to do what needs to be done, that would be best, or at least be as low key about it as possible. rather than being, and it's like, rather than being conspicuous, there may be a need to speak up, to communicate the need, instead of just trying to figure out how to do it yourself because you want to direct the course of the events. There may be a need for you to allow others to help or support you here. So these are your messages. I hope these messages help. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you so much for watching. And again, if you would like to donate to the channel and receive a palm reading or dream interpretation, please look for the information and details in the bio of my page in the About section. It's also located in the community page, and there's a short video on it too. And if you need to email, please email. I would love to hear from you, and I thank you for all the feedback, and I thank all of you, to those of you who have already donated and received your palm reading and dream interpretations. Thank you so much for your support. Bye, Sagittarius.